Hey, welcome everybody here to Bristol, baby. Bristol tonight here with the Midnight Motorsport. Going to be a pretty good race, I think. These guys been out here practicing and having a good time, working on their setups and everything. David Robleski, last week's winner, shared a setup with me, and man, I'll tell you what, setup's pretty doggone good. So grab you something to drink, kick back, relax here, get you a snack, get ready to watch a great race here at Bristol. Everybody really likes Bristol. We're here. We're back. Sorry. Yeah, I was playing some tunes there on the broadcast, so I had almost a minute to go. So.
I got about a minute before qualifying here, buddy.
Yeah. So you don't sound like you're too thrilled about how you think this race may turn out here tonight.
Luckily, we're not going to have a really big field. Looks like we're going to have about 16, 17 guys. So that ought to cut down the caution count. But I've watched some races this week in the trucks. I've watched some in the Nationwide car, and I've watched some in the Cup car. A little here, a little there. And so far, they've just been absolute disasters. I have not seen a good one yet. This tire model isn't really meshing with this track very well, or everyone's trying to get just so much because we're so used to being able to power down into the corners and power through the exits, and you can't do that anymore. The truck just is so loose when you get it set up right, or it's so just dump truck tight that you fight it either way. And we're seeing a lot of cautions because guys can't find a happy medium, something they can actually drive, or they're unwilling to change their driving style. So I'm not looking for this to be a 122 straight green laps. I'm hoping we don't have more than 3 or 4 cautions with this small a field, but you never know. I mean, anything can happen.
Right. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and play our national anthem here real quick, Roger. We'll be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, Roger, we're back.
Already got times on the board.
Yes, sir. Some good times, too. Barkey, no big surprise over the 15, too. So you were right, Roger. He was out there with his qualifying set.
Yeah, he was just a little too quick not to be in qualifying trim there in practice.
Yeah, he was smoking the field.
Some of these other guys, Sizlow, Brent Keith, Perry Snelson, some of these guys not really putting down the laps that they had put down in practice, and some of them not even putting in times. But if you even touch a wall here, it's a 0x. You don't get to score that lap, and I think that's what we're seeing some of these guys having to do.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, like you said, Roger, small field here tonight, so that could be a good thing. But just talking about like David Robleski, they're not having a qualifying time. He told me there before practice tonight, he said that he was probably going to try to maybe start in the back. He wasn't sure. You know, some guys, they kind of make a last-minute decision on that. But that's what he did last week, and he wound up winning. You know, it's just you just got to be there at the end. You know, and keeping that truck clean the whole race.
Yeah, I don't know. This is one of those places where that's going to always work out for you, because if a wreck happens, it's so narrow. The track covers so quickly, and in the corners, everything is great. It's self-cleaning because everything goes down, and you can run up against the wall and miss a lot of stuff. But on the straightaways, like if it's on the exits of corners, it covers up the track really quick. It's really hard to miss wrecks sometimes, so that being in the back doesn't necessarily always work out. Right. Maybe it gives you time to see it coming, but sometimes I don't think that works out. You're so quick around here. This place is so small, but hopefully it'll work out for them. Like I said, I think if these guys just let this string out just a little bit, and they don't force issues on guys too early, they let this thing run out. We're going to get one pit stop, so you know, just let it run out for a while, and then if you want to get a little racy the last 50 laps, I think everybody will survive, and I think we can have a really clean race. But if guys get too aggressive, or they try to get more than the truck can give, or the track's willing to give up, it's not going to be pretty. So I'm hoping for the former and not the latter.
Well, 122 laps they got to work on it, so yeah, it can be interesting.
Now we got 18 trucks tonight, looks like.
Let's see here. Get down
Qualifying ended. Brandon Barkey, number 1, 15.261. 0.3 of a second back to the next one.
Yeah. Sean Butler in second in the number 88. Perry Snelson in third in the number 12. Rick Walker in the number 68 coming in fourth. In fifth, the 08 of Thomas Davis. In sixth, the number 55 of David Lowe. In seventh, the number 48 of Anthony Smith. And in the eighth position, the number 15 of Mark Wright. In ninth, the number 57 of Cameron Higgins. And rounding out the top 10, Chris Pence in the number 14. Roger?
Doug Lemons will start the 70 in the 11th position. The 21 of David Robleski will start 12th. William Toney starts 13th in the number 87. Jason Sizlove will start the 44 in the 14th position. Brent Keith will start 16th in the 32. Roy Hall, the 45 truck, will start 17th. Nicholas Stone will start 19th in the 29. And Bob Roberts will round out the field tonight in the 47 truck.
Roger that. All right, well, we're ready to go racing here, as these guys have pretty much, I think, given the okie dokie here, going to be about to roll off of the grid and get this thing underway. Brandon Barkey gonna lead them around, and there they go.
Should have 2 pace laps here.
Right.
Pace car has the lights off. When he comes around to turn 3, he will drop off, and as we exit turn 4, we will get this 122 laps going. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air, and we are underway, Rudy. Barry Nelson got really loose on the tires right there on the initial start.
Yeah, I think we're going to see back here a little bit. These guys are already starting to fall back just a little bit. Perry Snelson gets a run on Sean Butler and gets by him. On the low side, he did that too. Sean trying to ride that high line, but it might be just a little early for that.
That high line actually is the preferred line. You get so much better to drive off. You can get to it through driver's door on the inside. Look at David Lowe loose off the bottom. You can get to his door. It's just you cannot get the drive up off the corner. You need to get to the wall and use the entire track, and you just can't. I think that was David Lowe again.
Yes, he did. He brought out the caution there. Just a self-spin, but just a slight tap on the inside of the, or on the outside of the pit wall right there coming off the turn. But that's going to put him clear back in the 18th position now. I doubt we'll see anybody come down pit road. This is it's all going to be about track position. If you come down pit road now, you're going to be way in the back and have to fight to get back up there to the front.
Yeah, that'll be a long, hard battle to try to carve his way back through this field and get to the front.
That's for sure.
I want to look at the front of that truck. He just barely knows that end of the wall. I don't think he's got any damage.
Yeah.
No, I see no damage on that truck.
I would say he probably got a 0X on that. He might have got a 1X, but
it might have got a couple of zeros right there because the spin, it didn't look like he went past the 90 degrees. It just there was cars behind him that when it showed him the left side of the car, it just brought out the caution. Guys coming off a pit road.
Chris Pence
and Bob Roberts.
Like Nicholas Stone is on pit road, and he's doing a 4-tire change for Nicholas Stone.
Lowe did come in.
Yeah, he wants to change them tires, so he, because he spun them there. He doesn't want to go out there with, them tires they're a little greasy right now, and he doesn't want to have them going back out on the track.
Probably got some flat spots in them too.
Yep. All right, so Brandon Barkey's still our leader. Perry Snelson slips into second by Sean Butler. Sean in third. Thomas Davis fourth. Mark Wright fifth. Anthony Smith sixth. Cameron Higgins up to seventh. David Robleski eighth. Doug Lemons ninth. And Rick Walker top 10.
Lights are off on a pace car. We are doubling up in here. Only 114 laps left, Rudy. Okay, that might have been wrong. Pace car's in. Green flags in the air. We are back underway. Not much change in front of this field yet.
Yeah, good restart there. I didn't see Snelson smoke the
48
tires.
in the fence. Anthony Thomas? Anthony Smith got in the fence right there, right on the restart. Thomas Davis, he just flew past Sean Butler on the outside.
Yeah. Sean's kind of trapped down on that bottom. Can't get back up to the top. There he does, finally. As he slides up in front of Mark Wright. Guy's finally getting single file now and racing the track a little bit. That's going to be the key thing here, I think, to keep the caution from coming out. Just race the track for a little while. Get spread out around here a little bit, and then they can race each other.
Single file all the way from back. I think Barry Snelson actually has a faster truck for anybody.
Yeah, I think you might be right. He seems like he can diamond it off the turns a little bit better than Barkey.
On 3 and 4, he's squaring it off right in the center, driving off the bottom. And only a couple of guys are doing that. He's doing it, and so is Sean Butler. But everybody else is trying to
and he
step
gets
there.
loose.
Oh, and he hit the inside wall a ton right there.
Oh, yes, he did.
That'll do the end of that one. He's
Yep.
gonna be way at the back with no caution. Bunch of left front damage on that truck now.
That put Thomas Davis right up into second now. Well, as much as we were talking about him being faster, that kind of took that all out of the play right there. Brent Keith back here running in a 10th spot. Comes up on Anthony Smith. Starting to close it.
Sorry, Rudy. He actually doesn't have as much damage on that truck as I thought he had.
Well, he hit that inside wall a pretty good lick.
Yeah, but he's really not that tore up. It's going to make the truck a little tight on entry, but it's not that bad. He runs up on the bumper of Bob Roberts right there and almost puts some more damage on that left front.
Hit one down, clear down on the low side.
Cameron Higgins.
Cameron Higgins.
He was loose all of practice, and he's got left rear damage. I wonder if maybe he got a little help.
Yeah, that could be.
It's not looking like it. It's looking like he just got loose.
Oh, we got another one loose there. Bob Roberts was really loose coming off the turn. Ooh, good save. And that's what we're going to see here.
No, him and Cameron Higgins trading some paint because they both trucks are black.
Oh, and again, Cameron Higgins slides right up in front of Bob Roberts.
Higgins' truck just not very good right now at all.
No.
Typically not what we see from him week in, week out. It's just not a very good handling truck for him. He's really loose in several spots. Chris Pence almost into the outside fence there in turns 1 and 2. Roy Hall way off the pace up high in 3 and 4.
Sean Butler taking a peek on the inside of Thomas Davis, but boy, just, I don't know, just he can't get down there on that bottom line and get enough bite.
David Robleski's around on the front stretch. This might bring out a caution. Well, maybe not. He's going to get it turned around right enough that it won't be an issue, and he's going to tag the back of the field.
All right.
I tell you, I think the 08 truck of Davis's really was holding all these guys up. And I think what happened there was Robleski thought he could make a move on Mark Wright, and he cut it down on the inside to come off that corner, and the truck just didn't want to stick with him.
Yeah, watching Robleski right now. Yeah, he just
Sean Butler's blinking like crazy.
He just goes around. Barely touches that inside wall, though. Hey, Sean Butler blinking.
Yeah, I think the 08's really holding up the 88, the 15, and the 70 right now. And he's just not giving anything up to these guys. I mean, he's letting Markey get way away.
Well, if they can be patient, you know, they might be able to get by him maybe when they start getting a little wear on the tires.
It's really difficult anyway because he's running a good line. He's not running a bad line. He's just running a good line a lot slower than everyone else is running that line. And you can't pass because you can't get the drive off. In about 15 laps, maybe, you can get enough wear on the tires that you can maybe get a little drive off the bottom for a couple of laps and try to get a guy. Bob Roberts is painting the inside wall. He's getting ready to be lapped. Oh, he's got a ton of left front, left side, and left rear damage on that truck.
Well, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's been on the inside fence with that truck.
Yes, he is, and he's loose again.
There's where Butler needed to drive off the corner. He's got the inside now on the 08. He drives it off in here. He could make a stick, and he just could not get that. He could slide job him and get him clear, so he's going to be right back behind him. Eventually, he's going to have to go up there and put the horn to him. I mean, you're faster than the guy. The guy will let you go and you show him several times. At some point, you got to go up there and you got to knock him around a little bit. I mean, I realize we're only 30 laps into this race, but still.
Yeah, the longer he waits, the further that leader's getting away from them and harder to reach.
And I'm kind of convinced that the 88 could go up there and chase down. Oh, we got a caution. Oh, wow. That's a 29 truck into the fence.
Nicholas Stone. He looked like he might have had a little help. Go back and take a look at that.
Now he got loose off the corner, and then Pence got into him, and then Higgins was already on Pence. So really the 29 just got loose there.
I think Pence might have been stealing the air off of him a little bit. He was up there right on that right rear corner of Nicholas Stone, and he could have been stealing a little bit of air off of him, but yeah, unfortunate. All right, we may see see Thomas Davis coming. Oh, Thomas Davis, our new leader. Brandon Barkey goes on pit road.
Davis, Wright, Butler all stayed out.
Yeah, pit road is busy.
So 35 laps, couple of cautions, not too shabby.
Mm-hmm. A brand new leader up front, but like we were talking here, Thomas, he seems like he's holding a good line. It's just that, like you said, he's just a tick slower, and he's kind of holding up the field. So, you know, this could come into play here as we get some of these guys in the back work themselves back up to the front here. Could change that lead up pretty quick.
Well, while we got a second, Rudy, David Robleski, you got a copy?
I got a copy, yeah.
Well, buddy, we saw you up there running about 4th or 5th, and then the truck really got loose. Was the 08 holding everybody up, and you tried to make a move on the 15, and it just didn't stick with you?
No, I was just trying to stay up there. I don't know what happened. I don't think I was forcing it or anything. It just came around.
Well, have you got enough truck left there to get back up to the front and try to make it 2 in a row?
I hope so. It's pretty hard to pass here, but man, Brandon Barkey, I saw him pulling away from everybody, and I don't know, he's going to be tough.
Well, we'll keep an eye on you, watch your progress through the field, and we'll see how you're doing here towards the end. Maybe we'll get a chance to holler at you on the podium, and as soon as we get this restart in, I'll put you back in your channel, bud.
Sounds good, thanks.
All right, Rudy, going to restart here. Lap 37. Going to have about 86 laps to go. Pace car is in. Green, green, green. We are back underway once again, Rudy.
Boy, Thomas got a heck of a start on that. Man, did he pull away from Sean Butler.
There was a big stack up at the back. I'm not sure what happened right there, but we've got huge separation in the field back here. Roy Hall's truck is caved all in on the back.
Man.
Yeah, he got hit pretty hard. He's about to get hit again by the 81 truck. Ooh, that was really close to being a big wreck again.
Barkey almost looking like he was going to take a 3 wide there. Nicholas Stone on the inside. He needs to clear Nicholas before. And there were 3 wide. Oh, my. 3 wide at Bristol.
Dangerous position to be in. The guy in the middle right there. The guy on the outside's great. The guy on the inside's okay. The guy in the middle is terrible. Bob Roberts is really loosened down on the inside. Almost gets collected again, but he gets it going straight. We're going to stay under green.
And he has got a ton of damage on that truck.
I'm up here. I jumped forward here. I'm watching Rick Walker going around David Lowe on the outside here to turn corner 2.
Yeah, he sure did.
He's up to the 4th position now.
Man, he's just driving the wheels off of that thing.
Got a pretty good truck tonight. But Butler and Davis out here, older tires, didn't pit last time. Still running around and getting away from Mark Wright.
Butler into the wall.
In the outside wall off of 4.
Man.
Big damage to the regular corner of that truck. Caved that spoiler up a little bit. We'll see if that affects him getting through these corners, because you really need that spoiler straight to catch all that air to help plant that right rear corner. We'll see if that affects him at all. It doesn't look like it's going to, because he's already running the 08 back down.
Yeah. Now that 08, man, he is right up against that wall. Sean's got it back together and dealing with whatever damage he's got. Takes a peek on the inside. Oh, almost gets into the left rear of Davis.
He almost Harvicked it.
Yeah. And I know Sean, you know, he just cannot drive like that, man. That's just not in his blood to be that dangerous, you know.
No, but at some point that blood starts to warm a little when you're clearly faster. You're showing the guy you're faster, and he just won't yield to you. So I'm going to be interested to watch how long does Butler put up with this, because he's considerably quicker than the 08, and he has been the whole race. So I don't know. He doesn't want anyone to catch up. While he's got a chance to get away from that 81, he wants to get as far away as he can.
Well, he's going to have to figure out what he's going to have to set him up here. But boy, with Davis holding that line that he's holding, it's just going to be so hard. He needs to maybe try to get on the outside of him and keep him pinched down so he can't hold that line. I mean, I don't know,
David
Roger.
Robleski coming up off the bottom slow. I think he spun himself out again.
Oh, man, he's not having a good night, coming off of a win last week. But, you know, his truck looks pretty clean.
Yeah, he didn't hit anything. He just moved it through 3 and 4 again, real slow and lazy.
Butler's kind of backed off of a little bit off of Davis, maybe to cool them tires down a little bit. Oh, we'll keep an eye on that. Meantime, Rick Walker about to get overtaken by David Lowe. David trying down on that low side, just can't quite make it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to complete that pass trying to go in and stay on the bottom. It's just not going to happen. It's so hard to keep the momentum up or get back to the throttle.
Doug Lemons starting to work over the back bumper of David Lowe now. Rick Walker up into the wall and just tapped it ever so slightly with that right front. So you know he's pushing that thing for all he's got.
Markey got past Cameron Higgins back here. He's up to about the 7th or 8th position.
8th place, yep. So he's on a mission to get back to the front.
Chris Pence just got a lap coming up slow off the bottom after a self-spin. Did not bring out a caution.
It's like Perry Snelson out of the race. Dang. Down to 17.
I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know. Thought he was running all right, but...
Oh, it looks like he had gotten into the outside fence or something.
Oh, okay. Jason Sizlove back here in 11th.
They're going to try to fix that 12 truck and put him back out here.
Okay, good.
You know, and Sean Butler has run down Thomas Davis. He just cannot get by because Davis just is not coming off the bottom. And there Davis gets in the fence, but not in a position to really force the issue. Sean's going to have to wait.
Waiting to see if them tires are ever going to fall off. Maybe boy, Davis was a little loose coming off the turn that time.
He's really trying hard not to give the 88 any room, and that's what Sean needs to do. Sean needs to force him to make the mistake. Now, that's got a double-edged sword, because if he loses it and goes to the inside, you're there, there's nowhere for you to go, he's going to come across and take you with him. But you've got to do something clearly faster, short of going up and just hammering the bumper on that truck. I don't think Sean's going to have too much luck passing unless he pushes speed instead.
Well, if Sean can just be patient, I think things will come his way. But again, Davis, with that line Davis is holding, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be tough.
Barkey's up to 7th now. He's still almost 4 seconds, 3.5 seconds back. This is when Butler really needs to get up here. Make sure he's in position to stay on that inside. Because if the 08 gets to one of these lap trucks and it stays on the outside at all, that will give you the opening.
Yep. Yeah, he could use this lap traffic to his benefit here. So hopefully this works out for him.
Halfway?
Yep. Just about. Yeah, we are at halfway, sorry. But yeah, if he could use this to his benefit, these lap cars here coming up on Roy Hall here, I don't know. See, this kind of forced, yeah, both of them going to have to go down to the low side. And maybe, nope, not enough though. Davis hangs on to it. But Sean's just got to be patient here. Definitely, I think Sean, once Sean gets clear of him, I think he probably could pull away, but getting by him is going to be another thing. Well, Sean closes up on him very, very fast in the straightaways.
Yeah, the 08's not getting off the corners as good as the 88. It's just he's got the momentum, and Sean's got to be really patient with his right foot right now.
Sean, he's in the position now that he can use Nicholas Stone. Oh, and Sean gets loose.
Sean gets loose. That's what it takes.
Yep, he was trying to hold down on that bottom line, and man, you just can't do it down there for very long. That cost him a ton of positions. He's back to 5th now.
He's got a bunch of damage on that truck too now.
Yeah, he's got Cameron Higgins and Brandon Barkey. These guys all getting by him. Oh, Rick Walker, I'm sorry. Rick Walker and Brandon Barkey, I'm sorry, my bad. So that cost him a lot. Now Mark Wright, 2.9 seconds behind our leader, Thomas Davis. Doug Lemon's in 3rd. Here we are on lap 69 out of 122 laps. Boy, it's turned out to be a pretty decent race here, just in these last few laps.
Butler and Walker with a little contact right there on coming off of turn 4. It was completely innocent. There's two guys in the same piece of real estate for a second.
Yes, Brandon Barkey gets by them, clears them, and goes into 4th.
Lemons is all over Mark Wright, by the way.
I would say probably Brandon Barkey is probably still the fastest truck out there right now. But Thomas Davis is just in the driver's seat right now, just pulling away from this field. 3.4 seconds ahead of Mark Wright.
Mark Wright and Doug Lemons are really getting into some traffic now. They're catching up to Roy Hall and Nicholas Stone. So they're going to have to work on that and still race for position.
Roy Hall up into the wall, trying to give them that bottom line. And I know they were talking before the race. It's too bad they couldn't get the slower guys to go down onto the bottom, knowing the high line is the fastest line. But I guess they didn't cross that bridge.
Barkey goes by as well, and he's really closed up on these two right here. So.
Yes. Yeah, he's running about 4.5 seconds behind the leader.
Turn Doug Lemon's real loose off of 4 right there, and that's going to let Barky close right up to it.
Barky just about creamed the side of Nicholas Stone right there. Man, that was close. Nicholas was just a little tick loose coming off the turn, and Barky was right there, and they almost got side by side, or collected each other side by side. Mark right now 4.5 seconds behind the leader, Thomas Davis, way out front, stinking up the show here, Roger.
And Doug Lemon's almost into the fence in turns 3 and 4, or 1 and 2. I'm sorry, and he lets
Barky up the 3rd.
Sean Butler 5th. He's right behind Doug Lemons, and I don't know that it's going to take a long time for him to get around. He's running him down from a good ways back.
Let's go back and check on a few guys last.
Caution.
Oh, Perry Snelson around. Let's see what happened here. Looks like maybe he was
coming off pit road finally.
I'm watching here.
Jumped on the throttle, and that truck just snapped around right in front of traffic. Well, that'll change strategies up a little. A couple of these guys.
Oh, yes, he did. He just went right on around. Just hit that throttle just a little too quick. Well, our leader on pit road for the first time today. No, I'm sorry, he was on earlier. That's right. My bad. Four-tire change, and he is out of there. Rick Walker looks like he may have stayed out.
And Mark Wright checked up real good right there and let Barky get out on the outside of the front row, which I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but he did let him get out there so he could restart on the inside in 3rd.
Now Rick Walker coming down pit road, giving up that lead. Let's see, I believe the next one's going to be Anthony Smith. No, Thomas Davis going to be back out as our leader.
Yep.
Rick Walker coming down. Let's see, he's got a little bit of damage on that truck, so he may sit there for a few minutes and try to get that damage fixed up. Yes, he is. He's sitting there and trying to get some damage fixed. Probably a good idea. All right. Our leader back up front, Thomas Davis, and he has got a mirror full of Brandon Barky. Look at that. Barky's worked his way back up to the front. And I don't see any two-tire changes. Everybody's taking 4. All right, lights off on the pace car. One more lap, we're going green. I think Thomas Davis, if he can get a good jump on Barky right here and clear him, and he gets it back into that line, Barky's going to have a tough time getting back by him. Because Davis has just been holding that line, Roger. So perfect.
Pace car's in. Restart on lap 86. 36 laps.
Oh, Barkey smokes the tires. And that's just what Davis wanted.
Right with a good run off the bottom for a change. Not going to be able to hold that much longer, though. He's got to get up. Sean Butler had a good run around the outside to get the third spot away from right. Right gets in there.
Yes, he did. Good run by Sean. Looks like he's got most of that damage fixed up on that truck, so.
Hate to mention that Robleski was the lucky dog last time, putting himself back on the lead lap back here. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. We got 14 trucks on the lead lap now. Chris Pence, last one on the lead lap. Well, look at these three up front here battling on Sean. I don't know. I hate to see Sean riding that low line, but he's kind of middle to low coming off.
It's going to be very difficult for anybody to get around the 08 truck. That line is good, and his truck is just working good enough to keep him up there. He's not as fast as the guys behind him. He's just good enough to keep rolling through. We got a caution. Chris Pence. Looks like David Robleski's part of this.
Chris Pence?
He said it was.
Well, we'll go back here and take a look.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
No, David Robleski is the one that brought that out. He, I don't know if he got tapped there or what.
Yeah, he did. It looks like William Toney kind of moves up and gets right in the side of him right there.
Yep. Oof, yep, right there. Okay. Bob Roberts sneaks by the skin of his teeth without getting hit. So great job by them guys. David Robleski on pit road now. Him and Chris Pence. But our leader still out here is Thomas Davis. All right, Roger, we're going to take just a quick break here.
Sounds good. flag is out. We are underway, and this time, the 81 leads the first lap. Oh, and then loses it. Going into turn 2. Big crash.
Oh, man, that looked pretty bad.
Yeah, he just got throttled a little bit, and that thing just come around. There was not much he could do. He tried to hold on to it. Yeah. He just couldn't do it. And that wadded up the field. That's the big one at Bristol, folks. Everybody back there is into that. That's got 10 trucks. Maybe 12.
We'll go here to the far chase view and watch this. This is right on the start, too. He got a great start on that inside, but just going into the turn, he loses it right in front of Davis. Oh, David Lowe into it. Doug Lemons. Oh, man. Jason Size loved everybody getting a piece of that.
Everybody from about 5th on back is in that.
Man, oh, man. That was the big one. Yes, you are right. And Thomas Davis has got to be just smiling about this right now because he's been out there in that lead now for 66 laps out of the 99, so that's pretty good. Mark Wright now going to be second. Sean Butler third. Anthony Smith in fourth. Chris Pence fifth. Roy Hall sixth. Wow. Big changes.
Bob Roberts 7th. And Bob's had a tour of truck and ran out the back. I think it was a lap down at one point.
Yeah, and that truck is just like a mangled up mess. But he seems to. He's got it pretty well fixed up.
I think our next truck off is going to be Perry Snelson behind that, who is 17 laps down, and then Brent Keith's going to be in the 8th position when we get this going. This is this has gotten really wild.
Yep.
And we're 20 laps to go here, 21, 22 laps.
Yeah. And that's not that's not what Brandon Barkey wanted. I don't know. Is he on pit road trying to get that thing fixed?
Oh no, that truck's finished.
Oh man, Doug Lemons too.
Yeah, Doug's engine expired. A lot of these guys got a ton of damage. Not going to be much of a factor here. So.
Well, it's Bristol, baby.
Yes, that it is. It is Bristol.
Well, we really haven't even had a chance to even talk to a driver down there, Roger.
We only talked to Robleski. I was going to grab another one, but things have been happening so quickly. We've had so much to talk about. We really haven't had an opportunity.
Yeah.
Lights are going off on the pace car this time, so.
Wow, already.
Yep. So we're going to restart with about 20 to go here. We'll see if we can get 20 green flag laps. Still got about 11 trucks running, maybe 12. Only going to have about 12 on the lead lap, 13 running, I think.
12, 13, 14, 15 right now. With Perry Snelson out there 17 laps down.
Pace car is in. Off of turn 4. Green flag is out. Everybody on the throttle. Back underway one more time.
Well, Mark Wright thinks he's got a good bike coming into the turn, and if he can clear Davis, but Davis on that high side yet, and boy, I'll tell you, he is not giving that up. He is not going to give that line up. It's working for him.
Truck he's got to watch out for is in third. If third, Butler can get past Mark Wright and stay close enough. In 20 laps, he can figure something out.
But Butler, oh, we got one spinning.
Caution. I think that was the 45. I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't.
Anthony Smith going around in number 48. Just barely hits the inside. Yep.
Yep, sure enough.
We'll go back and take a look. He was on the outside of Sean Butler here, so I'll kind of watch this. He got up into the fence, and Sean cleared him easily. Might have just maybe pushed it just a little too hard coming. Oh, up into the fence again, riding the wall. Tries to bring it down, and right in front of Chris Pence, he goes around. So, all by himself, trying to get it off the wall. You know how hard it can be getting it off the wall there, Roger. It's just, you know, you're fighting the wheel, and all of a sudden it just like lets go, you know?
Yeah, the funny part is that if you let out the throttle, it actually comes off the wall pretty easy.
But
That's what I've learned, is that if you'll roll out the throttle, let the truck slow down just a little bit, it actually will move off the wall without snapping around and going to the other fence.
Yeah, but who wants to let off the throttle?
I seen a little rubbing bumping going on under caution down there a second ago.
Uh-oh.
Might have a short track affair going on.
Uh-oh. Who was
Yeah,
that?
I'm not going to name names.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not going to do it. I just saw a little bumping going on back in the field.
Roger that. Well, that moves Chris Pence up to the 4th place, Bob Roberts 5th, Brent Keith 6th, Roy Hall 7th. Great run for Roy. William Toney 8th, Cameron Higgins 9th, and Anthony Smith in the 10th place.
Yeah, Brown and, well, I don't know now. Rick Walker and David Robleski were the last 2 trucks on the lead lap, but I'm not sure. Jason Sizelove on pit road. He's several laps down.
Yeah, he's about nine laps down right now. About to be 10. Well, I don't know. I just don't think anybody can get by Thomas Davis up there in the front. And
well, it's going to take a little bit of aggression to get by him. The problem is that the 88 truck's the only guy that's ever actually been able to get close enough to show him anything. And he's restarting 3rd, and he's not going to be able to get past the 15 easily. He's got to immediately be able to get up there, get on the high side. 15's battling on the low side to get a shot at the 08.
Right.
I haven't seen that happen on a restart yet, where he's able to clear and get in that position. And that he's just going to have to really push the issue if he does, and really go after the 08. We may see the old. I was just trying to rattle his cage pass here.
Well, I don't know if Thomas Davis is being the leader, if he decides to maybe restart on that high side. What do you think? You think that would be a good smart move?
Oh, it's worked the last couple of times. Barkey had him. I got down in there into turn 2, and the truck just snapped loose with him. Barkey had him cleared until the truck snapped loose. But start on the outside. I mean, it's the preferred way to get around here. You got to have the momentum. I mean, as the leader, you get to go when you want. So. I think being on the outside is a good idea. I think the only truck that really has had a shot all night long is Butler after Barkey's out, and I don't think he can get there now. I just think there's not enough time, and he's got to restart on that inside line.
We're restarting with 12 to go.
Yep. Here we go. Pace car's about to duck in. 12 to go, restart. Green in the air, and we're backing away again. And this time, Mark Wright and he spun the tires, missed the shift. That's going to give Pence a shot from 4th place. Wow.
Pence? Ooh, man, Pence gets by Butler. Mark Wright trying on the bottom, but not going to work. And now Sean Butler trying to get by Chris Pence on the inside. I believe he's got him.
Not until the exit of 2, he doesn't.
Oh, yeah, them two still battling. Pence up into the wall, and that's the break Butler needed.
Yeah, I mean, Butler's too far back now to go get 3rd, but if he can get Mark Wright for 2nd. This truck's working really good from the center off, getting down to the bottom. It's just not that good in the middle of the corner on the bottom. And he can't get that drive off that he really needs. And absolutely no one's giving him the high side now.
And you know, Mark Wright protecting that high side, and that's hurting Butler big time. Butler could just get that nose up on the high side and get around him. I think would be the way to do it, but
Butler in the best. Caution. We're going to get one more restart.
Oh, Roy Hall and
Roy
David
Hall,
Lowe.
David Lowe again.
But we had another one spinning there too. just about almost the same identical time.
Yeah, that was out because of these two.
Ooh, there was a hit off of the wall. Cameron Higgins hitting the wall. Oh, and David Lowe just washing up the hill coming off the turn, taking Roy Hall out right there. All right, back underway. Roy now going to maybe get the wave by again, him and David Lowe, unless they pit. I wouldn't pit.
Oh, nobody's pitting. And they'll be out in front, so they'll get the wave around in and staying on the lead lap now. You know, they'll be at the back there.
16 trucks still out there racing. Only 12 on the lead lap with Roy Hall. He'll be at the tail end of the lead lap.
Right.
David Lowe, he is 2 laps down.
Yeah.
Nobody's been able to get up there and battle with Thomas Davis. He's just set sail now. He's 85 laps he's led, Roger. Jeez, oh man.
Yeah, these last about 15 or 20, we've been riding around under too many cautions, but he still's been really hard to pass on that.
Yeah, this is caution number 7, believe it? Man. And we've only had a couple of leaders. Brandon Barkey led 32 laps, and Thomas Davis led the rest of them.
Looks like we're boiling her down for about 4-lap shootout here.
Now we're at 4 to go right now. It's going to be about a 2-lap shootout. Yeah, it'll be a 2-lap shootout, Roger. Wow.
Oh, yeah, you know, I am on the wrong driver to be showing that. So we are there now. Might be just a white checker.
Yeah.
So we haven't gotten even the 2 to go yet that I'm aware of. Lights are off on the pace car. We are 1 to go. Just our lap cars weren't taking advantage of the situation there.
Okay, we're going back green here. Going to be 2 laps to go.
Mark Wright better be ready to go when the pace car leaves. Pace car's off. Green flag's in the air. We're back underway again.
Oh, Mark Wright's
just flat spinning and every restart. I don't know if he's trying to restart first or what, but he is just giving away that lead.
Oh,
into the fence.
Man.
Wow, Sean Butler put the bumper to the 15 right there.
Sean Butler really loose.
Got the white flag
Final
in
light.
the air.
Yep.
I think Thomas Davis is going to win this, and I think the top 3 are set right there.
Yep, Thomas Davis bringing it out of turn 4, crossing the finish line as our winner. Mark Wright second, and Sean Butler third. So great job by these guys. Holy smokes, what a race.
And the only one that's going to be in TeamSpeak for you is, little extracurricular activity here. I think somebody might be upset.
So Thomas Davis winning here at Bristol. Man, what a job though. 7 cautions, 3 lead changes, just amongst 2 drivers. So good job by these guys, and great job by Thomas Keith bringing it home here. All right, Roger, you want me to open?
You go ahead and get Mr. Davis. I got to review something really quick.
Okay. Wait for the air to clear here.
We need
should be good to go, Rich.
Thomas Davis, this is Rudy up in the booth. You got a copy?
He's already gone, Rudy.
Well, why would he leave?
I don't know. I just see that he disconnected.
He did disconnect. They're right.
Well, I wouldn't give him the win, but that's just me. Anyhow, all right, Mark Wright, you got a copy?
10-4, copy.
Well, Mark, what a race, man! I'm telling you, you managed to keep it ahead of Sean. I don't know how you guys, both of you guys, were slipping and sliding all over the place, but great job here coming in second place. It just seems like Thomas Davis had the line out there. How was your race, and what could you have done to maybe get by him?
Had a decent race. I really had nothing for Thomas. Sean even had a better truck than me. It's so hard to pass. If you're in that high line, it's real hard to make a pass on a guy.
Yeah, I agree. It looked like Thomas definitely was hooked up here tonight, and Sean tried many times to get by him as we were watching, and just with him holding that high line, we know the high line was the line to have. It was just so tough to pass on that bottom. But how was your truck out here overall tonight?
Well, it was good. It just wasn't good enough. It was tight, and I made an adjustment when we had that pit stop, and it actually made it tighter. So I was really fighting a tight condition there.
Well, it looked like everybody was having a little bit of issue out there, but you kept it clean enough to bring it home second tonight. Congratulations to you. Anybody you want to thank out there?
Thanks for the thanks. And yeah, I'd like to thank Mark Russell for getting us over here to this league. I'd like to thank One Up Motorsports, and like to thank you guys. It's all good fun.
Okay, Mark, thanks for talking with us, buddy. And again, great job out there tonight.
Thank you.
You want to take Sean? Oh, you got Sean here.
I grabbed Sean and brought him in here.
All right.
And Mr. Butler, good to see you back on track. Congratulations on third place finish. I know you had a better truck than a third place finish. Circumstances just didn't quite fall your way. Kind of tell us about your run tonight, and then I'm going to ask you a question that I'm afraid of what answer I'm going to get from you, but I'm going to ask the question anyway.
Yeah, I had a great run tonight. Man, it's just so hard to pass here. I don't know what the heck they did to this track to make it so bad. It used to not be this bad, and you get on that bottom side, and it gets real loose off the corner, especially because you can't take it right out to the wall. And yeah, I think I had, if not a winning truck, definitely a second place. Brandon Barkey was really good, but I was able to keep pace with him, and I was behind him. So I don't know. It just, if you could luck out into the lead, if you keep it within a couple tenths of the fastest guys, you just couldn't get past anybody.
Hey, Roger on that. Now, my question, and like I said, I'm almost afraid to ask the question because of the answer I might get. So I'm going to try to ask this pretty delicately. About how close were we to the end of your patience with the 08 truck tonight?
If I didn't almost spin out, when I was underneath them, and it came close to the end, I probably would have put the bumper to him because it was just I was so much faster getting into the corner, faster getting off. I just couldn't get the run I needed to get by him because he ran the perfect line up at the top, and even though he was slower, it doesn't matter. You just can't get by anybody here. I just, yeah. If it came down to the end, I definitely would have probably pushed him out of the way.
Yeah, we were discussing that up here, and I was telling Rudy that it takes an inordinate amount of patience to run somebody down time after time and show them how much faster you are, and not get in there and just go, you know what, I'm tired of messing with you, and now we're going to find out what really happens here, and I'm going to put the bumper to you as we come up off the corner and try to get you so loose that I can get clear before we get to the next corner. And you just didn't do it. You never did actually put it to him that way. But I know there was a couple of times when he got a little out of the groove and you had a chance to get up beside. It's just so hard once you get to the middle of those corners to go back to the throttle where you need to without the truck stepping out on you. And it just looked like, to me, at some point, I said he's going to take the gloves off. There's no choice here. Really, he's got to pass the guy. He's faster. I just didn't know what point we were going to get to. How many laps were we going to get to before you actually did that? But you had a great run. You made a nice recovery after the spin, and you bring it home third tonight. And I know Barkey had a good truck, but I still think, in my mind, you two were faster than any other two trucks out there. I know after a few laps, you guys actually equaled out, and then you were keeping pace, and you were actually starting to close in a little on that first run. So I felt like you had a really good chance to get up there. I mean, your view from the truck, first place truck, second place truck.
It's hard to say. I would have liked it if. That's why I kept backing off of Thomas in that first run and catching back up to him, just trying to show him that I was faster. And I was hoping he would just let me go, and he never did. But I was just trying. We were keeping pace with Brandon Barkey up there, even though I was behind Thomas. So I think I had a faster truck than Brandon on that long run. It's just wasn't meant to be tonight, so oh well. That's racing.
Well, still, good to see you back on track. I know last week you were itching to be out here, and you just couldn't be, so being able to see you run tonight and bring home a third place, that's that's a pretty good recovery from not even being able to race last week, and I want to congratulate you on that. And then is there anybody you need to give a shout out to?
Thank you guys for doing great commentating up there. I always watch the races after I race them and everything. You guys do a great job, so I want to thank you guys. Thank Rick Walker for putting these races on, and Doug Lemons for being admin and all that stuff. I know it takes a lot of concentration away from the race to do all that stuff, so this is a great race.
All right, Sean, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, Rudy, let's run down these results so we can get the heck out of here.
Absolutely. Well, I wanted to backpedal just for a second there, Roger. I didn't mean it. Thomas shouldn't get the win. I guess I come out over the air wrong, so I apologize, Thomas. You well-deserved win there tonight. He did lead 90 laps tonight, so that's pretty amazing out of 122. So I just wanted to make sure I did mention that. So
they need to remember we're going to interview him when they get in the top three and not bail out of here so fast. So maybe let him have the win, but we're going to have to spank him across the hand with a ruler next week.
That's right. There you go.
Actually, I don't know. I forgot to ask Rick if we were going to be off next week. They were talking about moving the race because of the big holiday.
No, he said it came in 16 votes yes, 1 vote no.
10-4. Well, I will let you and all the viewers know that I will be absent. I'm going to be out of town on a mini vacation, and I will not be here next Sunday night.
Roger that. Well, it may not be done yet. He said the voting's not actually closed yet, but he said it's looking like we are going to run. So
I may be able to spectate a little, but I am not going to be able to broadcast or anything like that. So
Roger that. Okay,
all right, buddy, run them down.
Okay, Thomas Davis with a great win out here tonight. Had the line, held off everybody tonight for 90 laps. So great job. Congratulations to him on a great win here. And second, Mark Wright. Third went to Sean Butler. Brent Keith in fourth. Rick Walker with a great finish in fifth. William Toney sixth. Anthony Smith seventh. Chris Pence eighth. Roy Hall ninth. And David Robleski 10th, Roger.
Bob Roberts 11th, Cameron Higgins 12th, David Lowe comes home 13th, Nicholas Stone 14th, Jason Size 11th, 15th. 16th went to Perry Snelson. Brandon Barkey comes home 17th after a big late race crash. Doug Lemons 18th, and that will round out our field tonight.
Roger that. All right. Well, congratulations again to our winner here, Thomas Davis at Midnight Motorsports, and thanks for tuning in here at MaxSpeedTV. We will see you Tuesday night for a broadcast. So look forward to seeing you all then, and thanks for tuning in.